So there are quite a few four-wheel driving shows out there, and as a producer of a four-wheel drive show, it can be quite challenging to kind of find places that people haven't seen on screen a million times before. So sometimes I get the HEMA map and literally start scanning for places that I haven't heard of before. One time I was doing that in the Cape York area, and I stumbled across an island called Restoration Island. I googled it to see what came up, and there were a couple of articles on a guy named Dave who had up and moved to the island 20 years ago. Pretty much had lost everything in a stock exchange crash and just up and left everything and went and lived on a desert island. So I instantly thought, well, here's an interesting story, and I really somehow want to try to include it. So my next challenge was, how do I contact this man who lives on this deserted island? I thought, okay, well, he's going to need some sort of supplies, and I'm assuming that he would get them from Lockhart River. So I just started calling around places in the town, and I think I called the general store, who said that they did know Dave and they were happy to take a message for him, and next time he came in, he would call me back, which is what happened. And he was more than happy to be filmed. We turned up to the pickup point and then just waited. And he was a little bit late, but finally turned up in a little tinny. And we thought, oh goodness, how are we all going to fit in the tinny? But it's quite funny because traveling with Ruthie, you get used to people just not noticing you and not really caring about you. If Ruthie's there, they just want to speak to Ruthie. But in this instance, Dave could not have given a shit about Ruthie or Glenn or anyone else there, because being female, he was quite excited to see me. Well, as he admitted to us, he gets very lonely on the island, and I think within a few minutes had offered that I could move in with him if I wanted, which I declined. Plus, Gav didn't approve, so what can you do? John did the interview with Dave and he gave us some fantastic content. We got the overlay that we needed and some beautiful drone shots. Thankfully, the weather was in our favour. Dave is one of those people that I'll never forget it. It was such an incredible story, and I was really happy with how the segment turned out.